They engaging past funny.
Ryan Kudji's parents didn't just fumble the
They fumbled the bag.
bag. They lit it on fire, served it as a side dish, and then asked for seconds. We're talking about Xion and Luan Kudji, the masterminds behind Ryan's World, who turned their toddler into a walking ATM and are now watching their empire crumble faster than a house of cards in a hurricane. And honestly, it's about time. So let me paint you a picture of how we got here. Back in 2015, these two decided their 3-year-old opening toy boxes was peak entertainment. Fast forward a few years, and Ryan becomes the highest paid YouTuber on the planet,
2 billion views,
raking in over $20
I remember my little sister used to watch him.
million annually. Not bad for a kid who can barely tie his shoelaces.
Bro, I'm not even getting a single 20 views.
But here's where it gets interesting. While Ryan was busy being a human cash cow, his parents were busy being, well, his parents turned managers, turned exploiters, turned whatever you call people who profit off their child's childhood. And so the Kudjis quit their actual jobs. Luan was a chemistry teacher, Xion was an engineer, to become full-time Ryan's World content farmers. They are—
I cannot. Why are they hating on him, bro? He's making bread. He's enjoying his shit. The parents are enjoying that. What? And you know, imagine the world runs out of money. What are we gonna do, gang? We will start fighting over food, I guess, or we will start trading again instead of using coins.
Hired a 30-person production team, incorporated Sunlight Entertainment, and basically turned their house into a content factory with Ryan as the star employee. Except here's where the water gets murky, because Ryan wasn't necessarily in a position to negotiate contracts or ask for bathroom breaks. But that didn't matter to his parents, because by 2019, Ryan's face was plastered on everything from Walmart toys to Colgate toothpaste. The kid had his own Macy's parade balloon as Red Titan. Not to mention, they built a $1 billion brand on shoulders that were still growing. But even back then, people were side-eyeing this whole operation harder than a suspicious TikTok dance trend. Now, because of this, critics weren't just throwing shade. They were launching full solar eclipses. The FTC launched an investigation because apparently turning your living room into a 24/7 advertisement disguised as playtime raises some eyebrow. Who would have thought, right? And so consumer advocates accused them of deceiving millions of kids with ads that look like regular content. It's almost like preschoolers can't tell the difference between Ryan loves this toy and Ryan's getting paid
Oh no, they're walking ads
to love this toy. The family even had to rebrand from Ryan's ToysReview to Ryan's World to make it sound less commercial. That's like calling a casino a fun money adventure center. Same energy, different package.
Wait, sure,
the sponsored content kept flowing because apparently ethics don't pay the bills like overworking Ryan does. And speaking of that, let's talk numbers. Ryan was filming up to 25 segments every week across multiple channels. 25! That's more content than most adult YouTubers produce in months. And this kid was still learning
25 a week for 100 a week. I mean, a month. 100 doubled that by 12. Sometimes there'll be even more. That's like 1,200 vids a year. That's how much Marlon has all time on his YouTube channel, I think. Why am I glazing Marlon every single vid? What am I doing, bro? Bro, am I low-key be gay? What the Marlon. How do I even know that, bro? Oh my days,
learning multiplication table. Every aspect of his life became monetized entertainment. Family vlogs, science experiments, daily routines.
Go back off.
Without it becoming content. And the worst part is that no laws protected Ryan's earnings the way they protect child actors in Hollywood. All that money legally belonged to mommy and daddy. So while Ryan was out here being the family breadwinner, his parents were the ones holding the bread and the butter and probably the entire grocery store. But karma doesn't forget addresses, and it definitely doesn't skip YouTube channels. Because fast forward to today, and the Kudji empire is collapsing harder than a Jenga tower in an earthquake. Remember when Ryan's World was pulling in over 1 billion views per video? Those days are deader than flip phones. New videos now struggle to break 100,000 views. We're talking about a 70% drop in viewership, which for a channel of this size, that's not a decline. That's a free fall with no parachute. Now, the reasons are both obvious and satisfying.
You're getting no fits with these reactions? No! Ryan! No! Brother, the you want me to do? That's a kid. I'm watching a video of a kid. There is not much. Bro, keep in mind, Zaba, keep in mind. What happens when I pause a vid too much? Why do you pause a vid so much? Bro, I'm reacting to certain vids that are 10 minutes long. I made that vid 20 minutes long. How? Like, what? No, what?
Grew up, and so did his audience.
Let me first of all, Ryan Toys. Just since I'm not reacting enough. 6K 10 hours one day. Oh, that shit's dropping. Oh nah, this. Oh nah, he's. Oh nah, he fried. He fried. Do they not?
Oh, go on, ask it a question.
They make episodes.
Join us as we visit a haunted school for 24 hours to look for a secret treasure. But watch out! There's a ghost on the loose, and we need to complete his ghastly challenges first. Who will win? Who will lose? Let's find out!
Welcome to Ryan's world.
Finish the mission, give us the treasure, or out.
What is Ryan in this? Oh, he's right there.
Easy on you. Your turn, Ryan. What?
The 5-year-olds who used to work
Honestly, this is the first time I ever see this kid yet, and you're clearly not enough on the internet, bro. Everyone was speaking about him. There was a time when people were not even speaking about him. They were just speaking about his success.
worship him are now preteens who think the same content his parents are forcing him to make is, well, cringe. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
new toddlers aren't interested in
I
what
just don't watch YouTube. Bro, what the hell have you been watching then? Bro, there was no TikTok when this shit was... I mean, there was TikTok at this time. But bro, like, what the hell was you watching there, bro?
teenager pretend to be excited about toys. It's kind of like watching your older brother play with action figures. It's just awkward and uncomfortable for everyone involved. But wait, YouTube has since changed its algorithm after the Copa crackdown, and suddenly channels featuring kids weren't getting the royal treatment anymore. The result, Luann herself admitted they lost 70% of their income practically
Damn.
overnight. Again, 70%. That's not a pay cut, that's financial amputation. And
Facts.
just when you thought Ryan's parents couldn't dig themselves a deeper hole, they decided to make a movie called Ryan's World, the movie. Titan Universe Adventure. Sounds epic, right? Yeah, no. This cinematic masterpiece managed to gross a whopping $624,000 against a $10 million budget. They lost
Damn.
nearly $9.5 million on what was essentially a very expensive home video. Theaters were
That will low-key
emptier
make me
than a
cry.
Logan Paul apology, and by the third weekend, indie films nobody had heard of were outgrossing Ryan's Hollywood debut. The movie
That's
flopped so hard
crazy,
you
bro.
could hear the echo in empty theaters, and honestly, it's poetic justice that the project, which was seen as a quick money grab by Ryan's parents, ended up accelerating their downfall instead. Because here's where the story gets really dark. As Ryan started showing signs of being over the whole YouTube thing, appearing tired, reluctant, speaking in flat tones like he'd rather be literally anywhere else, his parents made a move that would make even the greediest stage parents blush. They started pushing his younger twin sisters, Emma and Kate, into the spotlight. The girls, who are only 7 years old, now have their own animation series and are increasingly featured in family content. It's like watching someone finish draining one well and then immediately start digging another. The internet's reaction was absolute disgust. Comments like, Ryan made his parents $34 million and now they're exploiting his baby sisters, started flooding social media. And so the public opinion shift has been brutal and well deserved. People are finally seeing the Kajis for what they always were.
I didn't
Two
even know there
adults
was
who monetized their
sisters.
children's innocence and called it family content. The fact that multiple states have rushed to pass kidfluencer laws requiring parents to set aside earnings for their children is
Yeah,
basically
makes sense.
society admitting the Kaji model was exploitation all along. Even recent interviews with the family have been particularly telling. When
March is not a common year to be born in. No, it's either September, bro, all these times, September, October, November, December, all these times, because, I don't know.
Ryan appeared on a podcast,
It's almost done,
viewers
it's almost done,
noticed how
Mason.
uncomfortable he looked, how little he spoke, and how his parents did most of the talking. Comments poured in, predicting a future Netflix documentary about how his parents robbed him blind. People are literally counting down the years until Ryan turns 18 and can tell his real story. But As of now, the Kajis are desperately trying to keep their sinking ship afloat. They're recycling old footage of younger Ryan, using his face in thumbnails for videos he barely appears in, and pushing the twins harder than a Black Friday sale. But the writing's on the wall. By 2029 or 2030, when Ryan's 18 and the twins are 12, this whole operation will finally collapse under its own greed. And you know what? Good. The fall of Ryan's world isn't just karma, it's a cautionary tale about what happens when you build an empire on a child's back. The Kajis turned their son into the most famous kid on the internet, but in doing so, they also guaranteed their own downfall. They still have money, sure, they've got their Hawaiian mansion and product lines, but their golden goose is cooked, their reputation is in shambles, and their legacy will forever be those parents who use their kid for YouTube fame. The gravy train has officially derailed, and honestly, it couldn't have happened to more deserving people. So, here's to Ryan Kaji. May he finally get the normal teenage years he deserves. And here's to his parents. May they